Alright.
All right, so first of all, I guess you guys should talk a little bit about yourselves, personally, and your own stories of,
Okay, we'll
How
start
you
with
got
the oldest
involved.
first.
yeah, so what's the story, Larry? How'd you get involved in this whole thing?
I got involved because of my dad. I thought it'd be fun. Yeah, it was. Hung out for 27 years doing it. Enjoyed it. Except for heart attacks, but it was fun.
What'd you like most about the firehouse?
Camaraderie, friendship, like family.
So, what about you?
I got into it because, same reason, our dad, and I got into it because Larry was in it. When we were kids, we used to go down to the firehouse during calls and write the address on the board, open up the bay doors for whatever vehicle was gonna go out, and hung out while we trained. And, that's all I got.
Chris?
I'm not sure why I got involved. No, I got involved because everybody else did. We grew up around that atmosphere and it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Camaraderie's great. Helping the community.
Uncle Kevin, you?
I got into it because Chris got into it.
Didn't want to feel left out.
He was tired of being home by himself, so he had to come with us.
Abandoned as a kid.
I was wondering personally about like, and I don't wanna bring up the sad moments, cause obviously your dad passed away, when you guys were young, but I was remembering the story about when your dad passed away, he was killed in an accident, and when you got back to your house that night and found out the news, who was there waiting for you to tell you?
A bunch of volunteer firefighters that my dad was on the department with.
So-
They're,
I was in New Jersey.
You weren't even there. But what I was thinking was that had to have a huge effect, because not only was firefighting like work for your dad, but it was family for your dad in a lot of ways,
right,
and
because we
probably
had
for you
working
guys.
families, so the fire department was an extended family.
Yeah, so you hung on to that and sort of kept that alive. All right, so what would you say it's like to juggle being a firefighter with the rest of your life?
The job is fine, it's everything else that's stressful. Coming home, doing housework.
Wife, the kids, no
Saving
parents.
lives and delivering babies are the easy part.
That's the easy part. Taking classes to finish my degree, that's tough. Housework, yard work, baseball, football with the kids. That's it.
I don't think it's, well, it has its stressful moments, but on a whole, it's not that bad.
But your home life,
Oh, the home life?
that's stressful.
Oh, God. Please, can we turn the camera on?
But when you have good wives, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
absolutely.
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to have a good wife.
Wow.
Takes you 1 or 2 times to find.
Oh, I got a good wife, yeah. I'm supposed to say that. I got that written on my hand.
Are you able to leave the job when you leave the job
No.
at the end of the day?
No,
No?
can't leave the job.
Why?
Well, recently, being a shift commander, it's nonstop texting, paging from 16 members. I need this day off, I'm afraid with this guy, I need to go to this class, so it's nonstop. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, but then you get those calls that kind of linger on you
Yeah, that you
for
think
a
about
day or so
afterwards.
afterwards, yeah, if not longer. If you're lucky enough to go through some stress debriefing. I mean, we have calls that are stressful.
Larry's got a good
Do you think your family members worry about you because of this work?
Maybe the start, but
Yeah.
I think we're pretty much on our own.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't think so anymore. I mean, it's
I think
really-
after you do it for so long,
Yeah.
they know what to expect, they know what you're doing.
Probably what you bring home.
Yeah.
If you talk about calls and stuff and all the boring stuff at the gym.
Because we're not on departments where we see fire every day or every other shift. It's lucky to see it once a month.
We'd have to work in Detroit for that.
Well,
Or Chicago,
City of Chicago.
LA, or
Detroit, they're burning
New
that
York.
down pretty fast.
Yeah,
Well, there's not
it's urban renewal.
Yeah.
let's say you have a really bad cough one night. You come home. How do you work through that? He holds up his cup again.
So,
I think it's gonna be different. I mean, what, a bad call. I mean,
Yeah. what
like
is
someone
that
dies
wrong?
in a fire, I mean, I don't know what a
That'd be
bad call
calls,
would be.
like, I don't know,
They'd be
a child, yeah.
Yeah, child calls.
Yeah,
I
child
don't,
calls are good. It's good to have a wife that's a therapist.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, but look at the family she used to get that
Well, I
far.
know. We were subject to many of her term
We
papers.
helped her a lot, we helped her a lot getting through her degree.
All
Come home
right.
to talk about it, talking about with these guys, cause they've kind of gone through the same thing.
other shift
Or, yeah,
guys.
guys coming off duty, when you're going off duty, guys coming on duty, tell them about it.
All right, here's a fun question. If someone were gonna be chosen to play you in a movie, who would it be?
Play me,
To play you?
John Candy,
John Candy. Why?
cause I like him,
Cause you like him? Is he like you?
pretty much.
In what way?
I was gonna say Rodney Dangerfield,
No, I get
no, not for
retired.
you, for me.
Oh, for you? I was thinking Belushi for you.
I don't know, that's a good question.
We gotta get some live guys.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No?
Yeah, I'd have to do like a little casting.
Yeah.
Do make a cast, let them cast the videos to you
We'd have to go out to Hollywood, obviously, and,
for a
Be
couple weeks.
discovered.
yeah, for a couple weeks.
That's somebody's money, not mine.
Yeah, somebody would have to pay for
Yes.
it. Maybe the department, put it under training. I don't think that'll work out.
Gotta go there.
You got any ideas, Scott? Anybody? No actor you think would play
I don't
your
know.
life?
I've never really
Really?
thought of
Zach
that.
Galifianakis,
For you?
we kinda built the same.
Yeah?
Just built the same wolf pack.
All right, next question. Tell us about where you live and what life is like around here.
Where we live and what's life like around your house?
Around you. Your job, like what's life like there?
My job?
Yeah.
Oh, we'd start with the good and then go down to the bad. I don't live far from here, in Ingleside, unincorporated Lake County. Work for Countryside Fire Department. Oh, I'm not supposed to say it.
No names.
That'll be edited.
Because then your chief has to approve this.
Oh, all right, we'll edit that out. So you work for a local fire?
In northern Illinois.
Yeah, the best department in northern Illinois.
Wait a minute.
Sometimes nicknamed Disneyland.
See?
Oh, I work at the
That's
airport.
recent.
I work at the airport, we call it Clown Town.
Yeah, I don't think there's any big complaints with the department I work for.
I think it's where you live in your home life, we're talking about now.
She said talk about it.
Either way, it just says where you live, what life is like
No, she
there.
didn't go to
You wanna talk about a stressor?
Bossy older brother.
I don't know, the
Second.
area I live, it's, I don't know.
That shack you live in? You ever cut the grass over
2
there?
hours to cut the grass.
2 hours and mow the lawn.
Mobile home with add-ons.
Suburbia subdivision and living,
Yeah,
it's calm at home,
Nothing special.
it's good. They live in nurseries where they deal with,
That's good.
8,500 square foot home.
wow.
Wow, you're
So
making a
we can
big
turn
bucks,
around.
yeah.
He's a battalion chief, that's
Yeah,
all.
there you
Yeah,
go.
makes that big money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to do anything calls.
That's what I was thinking, bad call, huh?
Yeah. He doesn't-
I don't even go on.
He reads about them on the CAD.
Oh, you go
Or you
on.
drive past the address?
For those of us that answer calls and actually do stuff on calls, those are stressful.
Like,
Like you said, if you make it there.
yeah.
Hey, where we gotta go now? Oh, you just passed the street.
Job vacation station?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, tell me, what is the biggest misconception about being a firefighter?
They all look like they're in calendars.
Ah,
None
yeah.
of us belong in a calendar. None are real fire, we have a couple guys that work out a lot.
We belong in a calendar.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we need is our own calendar.
Maybe this is a
Stress
stepping point for us to get a
Stress,
calendar.
stress release calendar.
We need a calendar for the holidays to pass out to our
That's
families.
right.
Right.
It's the out of
We'll
shape
have that
guys,
out.
it's called the word.
Yeah, the out of shape guys are working the hardest.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Cause
I
it's just
honestly-
hard
we're all out
to
of
work.
I honestly
I
don't
can't
think
speak
we're
for Chris.
answering any of her questions.
No, not so much.
She's just gonna try this out.
So the biggest misconception, what would you say?
That you go to fire every day and you deliver a baby every other day.
Mm. And that's not true.
No.
So what is the truth of this job?
You're a high-paid janitor, and you occasionally go on a fire.
Really?
Those of us that aren't battalion chiefs are high-paid janitors. And we go
I
on
had to tell them
calls.
which end of the mountain.
So you're middle,
They
you're
need
middle
somebody for
paid
that.
janitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Battalion
low,
chiefs are high paid.
lower management, upper management.
What do you think, Chris?
About what?
The biggest misconception about firefighters that people have?
I don't know, it goes along the lines of what Kev said. You know, fire every day, and, I mean, some days you don't do much anything, except clean the firehouse, and other days you're constantly going.
Blair?
People think we're gods and we're not. Just human.
That's true.
Whoa.
That is, that's true.
That's deep.
Get that
That's-
guy another.
That's some heavy shit right there.
Stress release.
All right, now, here's another one.
Did we answer that question
Yeah,
okay?
you did a good
Yeah,
job.
I did a fine
know.
One out of 9 was.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, these are, let's see, these is just for fun.
Need my glasses.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
About life or the
Life or
firehouse?
anything else, I guess. I didn't write the question.
Who did?
The lady that asked us to do the.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow, I thought you came up with
No,
all this stuff.
no, well, I'm, you know, adding on, I'm
Yeah.
living a
Ooh, I got a good one.
little. Okay,
Mine's about the fire service.
okay.
The new generation of firefighters are owed, like the fire department owes them something. They don't come on the job and continue to learn, and, the trades, they really don't know nothing about the trades. Building construction, HVAC,
You could put a fire out with a book, ask them.
yeah, or video game.
Really?
I think it's more going, the fire service is moving toward the younger guys of, the education part's more important than anything else. And that's not good. Because if you're not street smart and don't have some kind of sense.
Common sense is a
in the
big thing,
fire,
and having some kind of skill in the trades helps a lot with this line of work.
Troubleshooting.
Whether it's you're familiar with construction or whatever, you know, a lot of the older guys, like you said, are like that, but the new guys aren't.
I mean, they give a building construction class in the academy, but if you don't see it firsthand,
Well, how was it better when you were trained then?
You learned about it.
yeah.
It was more hands-on, it wasn't go sit in the class for 40 hours.
Well, like,
We would go out to
like-
houses that were under
Life
construction,
experience.
see them being built, so you can see the shell of it, and
well, the burn downs that we all used to go through, you know.
now they're gonna burn.
We would actually go to abandoned
Burn
houses
trailers
and cut them up and burn them down, and they don't do that too much
But we
anymore.
also grew up in the trades too, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well, how'd you do that? Oh, 'cause you-
Dad, grandpa had a
Construction.
building construction business.
Mhm.
Public works.
oh, that's true. So you all had, you were,
Two-way trade for me.
that's true, that's true. Okay. So the question was your biggest pet peeve.
That's,
That was
Yeah.
the
mine.
younger generation.
That was mine, not you
Yes.
guys.
I agree, that's a good one though.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
We'll piggyback off you for once.
Yeah,
Instead of you
You've
being
been
last.
riding your coat.
we're taking your answer. Yeah, that's my answer too.
Okay, yours too?
There, you
Do you
gotta
have
come up with a
any
good
other
one
one?
after that. God, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
What about, well, you don't deal with it in Vernon Hills, or wherever you work. With,
Rides around the mall all day.
With different
and an escalator.
nationalities, is that what you
Not only that, not that at all, it's the people that are, the entitlements. People that have the entitlements, that just have a baby with an earache or a cough, they should go by ambulance to a hospital. That's a pet peeve, big time.
Yeah.
Or that the fire services, like,
Or emergency taxi.
or everything. I mean, we had a call yesterday, the guy said that this bank's lawn sprinkler system has been on for a week, and the road's wet. So call the fire department,
Did you go to
Myself.
sprinkler?
No.
Okay.
unless somebody's drowning in the lawn
Yeah.
sprinkler. Okay.
Somebody's face down in the wet lawn.
Residents don't use the fire service as emergency. It's like, if they don't know who to call, they call the fire department.
Because we will figure something out, and shut it off, get them
Yeah.
somebody
Right.
to help them.
As long as they don't get a new guy.
Smoke detector's beeping because it's got a bad battery.
Yeah, they can't figure
No
it out.
common sense with the homeowner for that. Basement's flooding, call the fire department.
But we do love our jobs.
Yeah, cause I'm getting the feeling that you.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. We don't like getting up at
We
2
had a
o'clock
lot
in the
of
morning
stuff,
for that
yeah.
kind of stuff.
Alright,
Yeah, alright, so go around, tell us about your best call. When I say best, meaning the one that you walked away from feeling really fulfilled and feeling like you really did something.
Recently, or like when I?
Whenever, one of your best memories of this job.
Start down there.
He has years of
Yeah.
Come
experience.
on, Larry, lay something heavy on us.
Best one.
that we can piggyback off of.
Leave on partial nudity.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Partial nudity?
Yeah, no mannequins or anything.
Might have to edit that.
What I find it,
Drunk women,
It was, oh, I can't say.
you see that every shift.
Can't say possibly.
I don't know something like that.
yeah, I can.
Yeah, don't
Well,
say-
that's true, yeah.
I don't
Fox
know.
Lake's named in the lawsuit, so you
People
can
always
always
ask me that. What's your best and what's your worst call?
Something
Worst
you really
calls.
felt that you.
I know what worst call, I mean, I can think of worst
Well,
calls.
do you wanna talk
easier.
about that?
No.
No, okay,
No.
yeah.
Worst calls are more memorable than best calls.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about your first fire? Ed Glower,
At Walmart fire
yeah,
on the 4th of July, somebody shot bottle rockets in their fertilizer area and started the outside garden area on fire at Walmart.
Awesome.
So we're fighting fire during a thunderstorm.
That was the lumberyard Memorial Day weekend. On Cedar Lake, right across from coal mine.
Oh, yeah?
That was my first fire, 4 months on,
so what was it like,
going in with Kruger.
yeah?
Oops, that ain't Kruger.
Oh,
Oh, he's retired.
There's a lot of Krugers.
That was hot.
It was just really hot and you just,
Biggest one, yeah.
Mine was the Walmart fire. We're just rolling hose at 3:30 in the morning during a thunderstorm, and the ex-chief asked if I still wanted to do this for a living.
propane tanks were exploding or something, no, or something was exploding or something.
Or something. Oh, cans of,
The fertilizer was exploding.
No, that was his own fertilizer.
cleaner.
Fertilize his pants.
Uh,
Smoke, you got fertilizer in the bag.
You smell that? That's the manure exploding.
Do you have bunkers here?
no.
I don't know, that just makes you think of all kinds of calls in your head, you know? There's all kinds of memorable ones.
Your first one was the one off of Deep Lake Road.
Yeah, the first fire was when that guy blew himself up off Deep Lake Road.
By the school?
No, right by,
Where that bar used to be.
that bar.
Oh,
Deep end?
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
He lived in the shack there and had problems with his girlfriend or whatever. Went in there, turned all the burners on, and boom, the place blew up. When we got there, the guy came out and he was burned pretty good and had that funky smell to him. Put him in the ambulance, took him away.
Never forget that smell.
Yeah, that's nasty.
It's like a Southside barbecue smell.
South side of what?
South side of,
Well, ain't that out
the
there.
middle part of,
Yeah,
the middle part of Illinois.
and I made it on, I think I was in the newspaper that time too.
Oh, you have to buy us around then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next round's on me. But yeah, that was memorable.
Yeah,
Union bylaw state, you're in the paper.
Kev, you got any memorable calls? Or you
There's
went,
lots of memorable calls, you know?
you went up the ladder pretty fast, you didn't have much experience.
He's only the past 13.
Remember the times you used to have the fire when Kevin, you and me and Janet were in the.
Yeah, there was times we were all together on the same department, and we'd all jump on the same engine together.
Really?
Yeah, me and
Some
Jim-
of us
me
had
and
stirrup
Jim would-
pants on and some.
Me and Jim would flip flop between driving and office.
you gotta tell the stirrup pant story.
Oh, it's more fun when Jim
Cute
goes.
story.
Mine's short. I only saw it after he took his gear off.
I used to lay my clothes out on the floor in case we had a fire coming from home. And we had a fire, and it was dark, and I grabbed pants and put them on.
Went to Heidi's dresser first.
Must have been on the
Went to the fire, got back, felt some itch in the back of my legs, and when I took my bunker pants off, I had my wife's stirrup pants on. So I left my bunker pants on.
That one right there ought to get us on TV.
Yep.
Well, you
So
still
we
wear
left the
it,
firehouse and I undressed.
so you
them.
still wear them to this day though? You call them capri pants.
His week of cross dressing.
Man freeze.
Man free.
That's a different documentary.
All right, tell me what you like to do when you are not on the job. What are some of your,
Press release.
your
Red Solo
hobbies?
Cup.
Your hobbies?
Hobbies.
What you
I belong to a motorcycle club in Lake County, Illinois, and I like to ride my motorcycle and buy parts online for it. I have them shipped to the firehouse so my wife can't see them. And I like to play golf, which I don't do much, and I'm taking classes to finish my bachelor's degree.
It's not what
You guys got
like
nothing
to
compared
do.
to this.
I ain't got nothing compared to that.
No, I can ship my parts home. If I had a bike.
If you have more.
I don't know, lately, I don't know.
You don't like to do
Then we
anything?
do camp. Sorry, we like, you can edit my hand out with Photoshop.
Photoshop.
I don't know, camping,
Yeah, camping's a good one.
Concert.
Concerts, that's another thing we get together. Yeah.
Hockey in the garage.
Yeah, watching the hockey game and
sports.
Kev's in
Yeah.
the cave.
Manland.
Yeah, Kev's Garage is a popular
The man
place.
cave.
So Larry's the only one out of the bunch that's retired from the work now. So what was that like for you, to have to,
Being retired,
having to end the career that you really didn't love?
sucks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The story
It's
was,
like, party is taken away.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that was sad for you, no question about it. But you get to still hang out with these
Oh,
guys
yeah.
and hear their stories. You still have friends that are in the
Still got
department?
family,
Yeah,
some friends, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Some friends that talk
I'm looking
me.
forward to retiring from this.
Well, you should.
2 more years.
All right.
Why are you looking forward to retiring? Sorry, Hyde.
That's good.
Cause it's having to work 2 or 3 days a week is killing me.
Where are you gonna ship all your parts?
Yeah, your long drive to work is really adding up the miles.
An hour and a half, drive to work.
The
killing me.
commute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 days a month just
I'm,
sucks.
in 8 years, my bike should be finished, so I shouldn't need any more parts. There'll be replacement parts for stuff that breaks by then.
Duck Dynasty's a good one.
How about Southie Rules?
What is that?
It's one that they produced.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Selfie is good. That is
Yeah,
One of our
that-
favorite-
That channel, that's a great channel.
Anything that's on A&E.
Yeah, A&E is a great network.